Welcome back. We're back with another episode of OffCentered Outdoors.
I'm half your team, Chuck Testa.
And I'm Matt Dockstetter.
With a special guest.
As you can see, we've got a goldfish hanging out today.
Yeah.
I don't
know how long he can stay out of the water though. But maybe if every second's a new second, he'll think he's breathing,
exactly.
even though he's not in the water. So, hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah, what's new down here, Chuck?
I got back from the war. We talked about last week.
We had that discussion.
Oh, I found random videos of some guy in my boat that took a video of the landing.
Okay. Yeah.
You weren't in the boat though, right?
Yeah. I was in the landing craft. You know, it's surprising how many people can't find that it's me.
Yeah.
I tell them, look for the guy that looks like a little kid in between all the giant guys. Mm-hmm. Because like to see me, you have to look like when we drop down on one knee, you just see like the top of my helmet through the guy's elbow hole, you know. But then when we get up and run, you can see him, these giant men, you know, passing me by.
Yeah, they weren't fishing, so it wasn't a big deal.
So it basically looks like you're always ducking for cover.
Okay, so moving right along. I was trying to connect that with charging the beach at Normandy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess, you know, if you count the 88s, they blew any bird that might be flying by out of the sky.
Yeah, I imagine they did.
Probably incinerated.
Yeah, no, watching that video was pretty neat, actually.
Yeah, it gives you a more idea of what reenacting's like, and then how, but for us that do it, I mean, that I did it, it was put all the pieces together. And I get an attitude because I think of them kids, 17 and 18. Some of them, like I said before, 15 was the youngest guy.
Yeah.
And that's their view. And that's the last thing they see. And then there's some fucking Navy guy yelling at you to get the fuck off his boat. Goddamn Navy.
Yeah. No, it
guys.
Looked like you guys definitely get into it. That's for dang sure.
Well, that's because it's not in California. So another thing that, like, if you watch the end of the video, and then our guys, they tried to make to the next thing, but they all got killed. That whole beach is wired.
I think you guys ought to switch to paintballs. That way you know if somebody actually gets hit.
Well, no, that's the weird part. I can't explain
Otherwise, it's like running around the neighborhood playing war when you're 5. I killed you. Nuh-uh. You missed.
You missed.
Yeah, that's what you think till you do it.
That's what I would do.
But, well, then
fuck you, I win.
Yeah, until
you didn't hit a vital organ. I'm still breathing.
Sometimes there's different things. See, like that guy didn't get killed by the blast. He only got, because he was on the perimeter. So if you step on the thing directly, it goes up, you're done. But if you're like right to the side.
Unless you just pretend it's pyrotechnics like you're at a Def Leppard concert or something.
Yeah, but see, you guys are way
This isn't war, I'm Joe Elliott coming to the front of the stage.
True, but you're way overthinking it.
Well,
and if you don't,
that's what I do.
And if you don't play along correctly, it's not.
Which is why I never got to play with many people growing up.
And you have to wear a helmet. You can't be like Bob, the observer, forgot his helmet the other day.
Yeah.
And
I usually have to wear a helmet anyway, so it's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because when you bang your head against the hook,
it's required.
Send all your cards and letters to Jeff. Because the P51 Mustang is actually dropping smoke.
Boss is here.
Yeah. Oh,
the boss is here with the other boss.
Okay, well, I'm going to step out while these guys
go
mock
excuse
me.
yourself.
Okay, but wait a minute. If I don't get back right away, talk about how old that is.
Okay.
Because that's cool.
It is cool.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
So, while Chuck steps out to talk to the bosses, how you doing, Jeff?
The bosses, 2 of them.
Both bosses. One boss delivered the other one on the phone.
I saw that. Well, I heard that. I'm doing all right, man.
Yeah.
Just grinding away.
Good.
Really excited about a lot of things going on.
As you should be, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. You know, got to go hang out at SoFi Stadium and watch Metallica. Got to go see Pantera Friday night, and somebody saw me and gave me a pit pass, and
Yeah, that's
I took
fucking
one.
cool.
I took one to the face, but that's all right.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah, it's not the only time she said it though. But yeah, no, it was an amazing time. I was literally from me to you away from Rex and Phil.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, it was just phenomenal. And then Metallica, they were damn good, you know.
Yeah, they're definitely back in their groove. I was pretty jealous I didn't get to go. By the time I remembered tickets were on sale, only singles were left, and
Oh goodness.
yeah, it's all good though. I had other shit to do anyways.
Yeah, I was wearing my, Rock Walk Dimebag Daryl shirt. Pantera's been a part of my life forever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was 21 when Cowboys from Hell come through Santa Barbara, and I watched them in IV,
Nice.
So, and I was in the pit all night, that night too. And even at 53, can't stay out of the damn thing.
Well, hey.
I was not intending to get into it, for the record. I was just in the snake pit.
You do what you know.
Yeah, well, couple of brown waters into it.
It happens.
Yeah. But no, it was a good time. And then, can't really see the same thing from the snake pit that you see from the seats.
Yeah.
And I was in the second level for Sunday show, and man, you want to talk about, like you said, professionalism. Sitting there watching it, and in between the opening act, or the second opening act, and Metallica the dude was bigger than you.
Yeah.
And he walks up and he goes, "Hey, you're in my seat." I'm all, "No, I'm not." And he goes, "Yes, you are." And I stood right up into his face, bro. I didn't care. I wasn't getting aggressive, but I was standing my ground. He was testing me, and I knew it.
Yeah.
And I go, "No, let me see your ticket." And sure enough, he was just down the row next to us, and big old dude, and little Hawaiian guy behind him, and you can tell that dude was a scrapper. But
Yeah.
my buddy Pegleg Mike was talking to him, and sure enough, it was Andrew from Leatherface.
Oh, wow.
It was the star from Leatherface. I actually met him before at Inkslinger's Ball in 2006. Got a picture of him with my son, actually. And Pegleg goes, "Dude, that's him. And that's Chemo. The old school UFC fighter." I'm like, "No way." So got to hang out with them.
That's pretty cool.
Enjoy the show. The show was phenomenal, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Metallica has done both the best and worst shows I've been to.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt that, because back in the day, it was hit or miss, and there was a time when I couldn't even stomach them at all.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what Andrew was saying. He goes, "Dude, I've known these guys personally for decades, and Robert Trujillo brought the fire back in the band."
Yeah, for sure. It took a minute to get the groove back, but once they hit it, I think they're doing cooler shit than they've done in a long time.
I don't think I've seen a better executed show probably ever.
Nice.
I mean, Gojira at the Ventura Theater was phenomenal, but I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I was pretty jealous of that. I think, well, when I was going to buy tickets, there was tickets for second day, but I only wanted to go the first day.
Yeah.
I could take or leave Five Finger Death Punch.
Well, I got personal beef with Five Finger Buttholes. And, well, no, back in the day when they were playing the clubs, me and my band, Corrupt the File, we played right before them.
Oh, nice.
And he goes, "You're about to see the best band you've ever seen." And I forget what else he said, but I took offense to it. You know how Hessians are.
Yeah.
And I just can't stomach their music anyways. But sat through that for Metallica. It was
Nice.
worth it.
That's cool.
Ice Nine Kills was pretty decent if you like core,
Nice.
as they call it.
Yeah.
And very theatrical, really good, well executed. And then Friday night, seeing Wolfgang Van Halen's band, Mammoth.
Oh, nice.
Bro, they rocked it.
That's cool.
Man, that kid, especially after losing my mom this year, you understand what somebody else is going through, but it's completely different. They're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
For me, it's been difficult. It's been very difficult. However, when you think about someone like Wolfgang and being so tight with his dad and being on a world stage,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's not just you're trying to honor your parents and live on and do your best for them, but then you got the whole world watching you under a microscope.
Oh, heck yeah.
And the dude is stood tall, man.
Mm-hmm.
His playing's just ridiculously good. So
yeah, it would be kind of weird if it wasn't though.
Right? I mean, it's like, okay, are you sure it wasn't the mailman? I mean,
right.
come on. I mean, but yeah, shout out to Wolfgang, man. Just phenomenal.
No,
but
that's
you know,
awesome.
talking about shout outs, Charlie and Zach, man, thanks for stepping up and stepping in. That can't be easy. All the crap everybody has been talking.
Oh yeah.
You know, it can't be. I mean, everybody wants to play the video of Vinny, Paul sitting there going, there ain't going to be a reunion without Dime. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not a reunion. It's
not
a celebration.
The same. Yeah.
You know? It all depended on how they labeled it.
Mm-hmm.
But to just put up with all that stuff and to sit there and to honor those guys in such a way, dude, the music was spot on.
No, that's.
I mean, it's not Dime, but
yeah,
man,
if
you saw that one
anybody
post,
can pull it off.
It would have to be Dime. It would have to be Dime. You know, drums. I was like, who the hell are they gonna get? And when they announced Charlie, I'm like, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect, man.
Yeah, kind of sucks. He had to step away from Anthrax for it, but it is what it is.
You know, and that it's only a temporary thing anyway.
Yeah.
They're not gonna write new music. Is what
They can't.
You know, is what I've told. No, it's not right. You know.
Yeah. Everybody's got their own thing going already. They did it.
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
You know.
And honestly, just the videos I've seen, I'm surprised Phil's voice is back.
Yeah, me too.
Because the last time I saw him singing anything, it was pretty fucking scary.
Axl Rose status.
It might have been worse than that. Because he wasn't trying to do the old shit. He was just doing what he does. But yeah, it was. I think it was one of the videos from. Somebody pulled him up for a one-off or something, and it was like Avenged Seven pulled him up for.
Yeah, I know. I've seen a couple of those different videos.
It was really bad.
It depends on how sober he is, you know.
Well, that's true, but I mean, when your voice can only take that much punishment for so long without taking care of it.
100%. You know, I think that's why. Honestly, I was sitting there going, all right, it's Friday and Saturday for the shows. No, it was Friday and Sunday. And I'm like, the hell?
Yeah.
Okay. And sure enough, man, freaking, I think, or I come to the conclusion of it's for all their voices.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
James has burnt his voice out how many times now?
So many times.
When you're taking a back doctor and a chiropractor on tour with you, you know that you're getting old.
Yeah, no, for real, that's some serious stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, you start getting arthritis. It's like I was telling Chucky, my hand folds in half, and he goes, "Yeah, bro, that ain't shit." And I'm like, "Yeah." Once cried because I had no shoes until I met a man with no feet. You know?
Exactly.
Somebody's always got it worse.
Exactly.
And yeah, it is no joke when you're, feeling the effects of Father Time smacking you upside the back of the head.
Oh yeah, I can totally imagine. It's been. I've been starting to feel shit lately, and I don't like it. This grown up shit, bullshit.
Oh yeah, I went and bought one of those troughs from Home Depot filled with ice.
Yeah,
I've been doing ice baths and just got my jacuzzi repaired and
nice.
Getting ready to get back into the gym, moving my musical equipment out of my mom's. I injured my back, different from all the other injuries, by the way, and been fighting with that, but whatever, man. You just do, like Chuck said before, you just do it. You don't think about it. You just get it done. You stand up and shut it out of your mind and keep moving forward.
Yeah, you got to. I was at the doctor yesterday. We're talking about my daily routine. She said, well, don't burn yourself out. I said, lady, I burned myself out a long time ago. This is just what I got to do.
I'm running on autopilot, and the fuel is my family, because otherwise I would already be done.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be as busy as I am. You've got to get up and go to the gym at 3:30 in the morning so you can go. Otherwise, there's no time to go. So.
And that's how I was with Alfred, my trainer. I always wanted to do it early, and your schedule's always going to change. And people look at me when I'm like doing 18 and 20-hour days, like Chuck doesn't believe me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, but when I'm in the middle of an 18-hour day, I don't think, oh, well, it's 10 hours. You don't look at the clock. You get shit done, and you grab what little sleep you can. I mean, think about this. I've heard this before. There's 24 hours in a day. Mm-hmm. If you sleep 8 hours, that's 1/3 of your life.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time. You know, I used to only sleep 2 to 4, and then one of my buddies who works out religiously, he's a strongman fanatic, and he's like, dude, from my research, you have to have at least 6 hours.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself. You
Yeah.
know, I always say I'll get enough rest when I'm dead.
Yeah, no, keeping your brain right is definitely a big part of staying fit and feeling good.
Oh my God, dude, I'm fucked then because I don't even have a brain to begin with. I mean, there's the reason why Chucky named me Goldfish.
Right. But yeah, no, it's keeping yourself on the right page is definitely hard to do sometimes, but we get her done when we can.
And you know what? You really touched on one of the biggest foundations of anybody's life in any genre or profession or anything. You know, you got to keep your mind right. And if you're not keeping your mind right, man, you're not going to perform where you need to.
No, for sure.
You know? So that's why I'm really stoked to have been able to finish the job with Mama, and I've been taking the time to get my head straight. I've been meditating, you know, doing what I got to do. It's time to start picking up the strings again, man. I haven't been playing for a while.
Yeah.
And, man, I might even start tattooing again.
There you go.
But right now, you know, I want to finish up my workload and get some more work in. I've got some big projects. Turned down a couple of big jobs with some big names, but it just is what it is. I'll do it when you can't force art, you know. It's not mechanical. It's routine. It's step by step. But still, if you're not right in the head, you're not going to perform at the level you need to.
Exactly.
And anybody that brings us the stuff that they bring us that means so much to them, you know, you got to give them 100%.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely, like you said, it's something you can't force. You got to let it happen. And some people don't understand that. They want to just
I fucked up a bird or two, you know. Well, not necessarily fucked them up, but clients super stoked on them, and I can't even stand to look at the damn thing.
Yeah.
But then again, that's the way I am with tattoos too. And no matter or flat art or any art or sculpturing that I do, I'm never satisfied.
Well, yeah, like we said before, we're our own worst critics. I mean, when you're emotionally invested in something along with everything else,
and that's why they say you can never charge what it's actually worth because it's a part of your fucking soul.
Yeah. Careful. We haven't talked about that yet. We got sidetracked on music and bullshit.
Music is good. Sorry. I had to take that because it's been a couple days.
Yep. Nope. You're good. You're good.
Doctor said you're good though.
So far, so good.
He said, "Why are we fucking?" You want me to say what he really said? Why are we fucking around with this podcast shit and aren't doing our work?
Yeah. Today's an easy day.
That's what I told him. He said, "What are you boys doing?"
Yep.
I said, we're spraying graffiti and
yep, we're gonna
prep a cape and
put some color on these critters so
and hope that the New Zealand shit hits before you go home.
Yep.
Doesn't really matter. And so you went to that. Did you already talk about that?
The concert, yeah.
Yep, that's what we got sidetracked on. We can definitely digress a little bit.
Yeah.
So did you see Pantera?
Brother, I was closest Matt to me from them.
No.
Brother, let me show you this picture of Zach.
Did you already show it?
No, I'm pretty damn jealous, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I was trying to get tickets, but I remembered too late.
I'm sitting there and I have my dime bag shirt on, and that's a guitarist. Okay.
Oh, a dime bag? I thought you had like I pictured
bag
a little 8-ball.
No,
on the motor.
Wrong stuff, bro.
Dude,
wrong stuff.
Motorcycle world. Hello. You know, sorry.
But I come back after the first opening act. Eddie Van Halen's. That's how close I was, Chuck. I was in the fucking center of the stage.
That's awesome.
Dude, you know what? You fall into some shit. You know?
It's all God. It's God or mom or whatever, but dude looked at me
Did
and
they
saw
play
my shirt and
my
goes,
favorite song?
"What's that?"
Pantera?
Oh yeah, Cemetery Gates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. A matter of fact, I think I recorded
It'd be weird
a
if they
slight.
It
Oh
was,
yeah, no,
well,
it'd be sacrilegious.
see,
if they
I'm
didn't.
new to metal, guys. You know,
No, for sure.
I'm, you know.
I was so stoked when I came last time and you guys were doing the podcast. Or no, you guys weren't doing the podcast. You told me personally, yeah, I love Pantera. And I'm like, really? What's your favorite song? And you're like, Cemetery Gates.
No, did I know it or did I ask you what it was?
I think you asked
Yeah, I
him
think
for
you
the
had to
title.
ask because you couldn't remember yet.
Yeah.
I think Jeff was expecting you to say Walk.
Walk?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that their good song?
That's everybody's favorite Pantera song because
Is
that's
it?
the one that had the most commercial success.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Did I
it's-
hear that song yet?
You have.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
point it out to me next time.
Whether you know it or not, you
We'll
have.
play it after. We'll play it after the podcast, bro. But yeah, it was amazing.
The old guy, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, whatever. And then
It's only-
the
it's
funny
only
part is
25
that,
years old.
well, the point is, during that time, I was playing John Travolta with my cowboy hat because at that time all the action was over there,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
and so I missed out like the 80 whatever 85 whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Pantera was big in the 90s and
Yeah.
the early 2000s. They were huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see them when they were small, when they first come out, Chucky.
Yeah.
Got to see them at the Anaconda in IV. I was 21 years old, in the pit the whole night, and that was it. I was addicted.
Yeah. That was one band I never got to see that I'm bummed about. Them and Motorhead I never got to see.
Yeah, I never got to see Motorhead.
Yeah, I hung out
Guns
with
N'
this guy
Roses.
that I used to call the Meathead before the Meathead was the Meathead and before I met you.
Yeah.
And he was
Before I
a
got the
huge
title.
Motorhead fan.
Chuck runs on a
But-
limited amount of nicknames.
Right. Well, no,
That's why
because...
he's so confused all the time.
Well, that too, but I mean, to be a meathead, I mean, I didn't know that many people could qualify. Because there didn't used to be that many, you know, like
Yeah.
when I was a kid, there was maybe one in the whole school, but
Yeah.
nowadays people are overachievers and there's
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one band that I didn't get to see that I had the opportunity to. Motorhead opened up for Metallica and Guns N' Roses at the Rose Bowl.
Oh, wow.
And we got there on time, but the dude that I was with, or the couple guys that I was with, we ran into some other friends and we were sitting there freaking...
fucking off.
Yeah, fucking off,
pardon my language, yeah.
tailgating.
Yeah, well, that's
And
important,
I
too.
heard them and I'm like, we gotta go. And by the time we got in there, they were done.
Yeah.
And I was like so bummed. But I got to hear them.
Well, that's one step closer than I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a
I
lot
got
of
to see Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit.
Oh, dude. I don't know if I'd brag about that one.
Kid Rock. Hey, what's with? No, I don't want to digress.
The
there.
summer
No.
sanitarium tours were interesting.
Yeah.
There
So
was that one day I saw 27 tits. That was pretty cool.
Wow. How come only 27 though?
That's how it worked. I don't know. Maybe I lost count. I'm not sure.
should I show you
Chuck's at a
the?
loss again.
No.
No,
Don't show.
Yeah, we don't want to see yours.
no, it's not that. There's somewhere. There is a video of me back in the biker day
Uh-huh.
where I had my mammogram box, free
I don't
mammogram
doubt it.
headset.
Oh, fucking love
That's all I want to say about that. That was a different time. But I wanted to say one thing about metal, because all of my old guys, they come in here and they're like, what the fuck is your problem? And I go, you know what? It's a little bit like hip hop. See, people, like, I thought before I met them rapper guys,
Yep.
hip hop, oh, blah, blah, blah. But it's really difficult to do.
Yeah.
There's a like at Taxidermy, right? Because doing what we do, we should know that every craft has a skill set.
Oh, absolutely.
And I didn't really appreciate, because a lot of people think of metal as just a guy that with the voice that's screaming that you can't hear what the fuck he's
a lot of people
saying.
just hear sound.
But
They
when
don't
you
know how-
really listen to the riffs and the
They
bass
don't know how to
riffs,
listen. Exactly.
yeah, and
We got to show him Lorna Shore.
and the point is, I really started to appreciate the difficulty of the
Yeah.
being an ex-bass player, and you too, right? And you being a little bit of everything player, whatever.
I'm a bass player at heart, though. I mean, that's
yeah, but you play the drums and the piano and the violin and the
Skin flint.
banjo and the skin.
And don't forget the freaking what do they call that?
Sorry, I'm bad today.
Yeah, you are, man. You're fine.
Swine harp. The swine harp.
Yeah.
You know what swine harp is, right? Walk up to a hog and pluck a fucking hair out of its ass, put it across its cheeks, and play it like a fucking jaw harp. But it's a swine harp.
Yeah.
I just thought you were a swine hund. Freaking Ausländer. Yeah. Anyway, well, we got digressed off of metal.
No,
so,
that was
yeah. No.
good for something different.
No, it is. And then the thing about the other deal, I know you guys aren't interested, but you saw the video. But if that guy is a young guy,
Mm-hmm.
and there's another video he did which put my sentiment about it.
Mm-hmm.
He was happy to see all the young kids
Oh, I bet.
and
yeah.
dressing up
Yeah.
and getting involved in the history, because really what it all is about, see, history, you hear all this shit from the old guys,
Mm-hmm.
but no one pays attention. But it
Yeah.
really is like this one pattern of tyranny,
Mm-hmm.
and it's one way they got to play the game. And then once you, like learning to see, remember the
Yeah.
famous bobcat on the branch?
Mm-hmm.
And Stassi's going this and that, and I just gotta go, I don't know. I
Yeah.
see a cat on a piece of wood,
Yeah.
you know, that's what I was supposed to see. But then he showed me what I was, and then once you start looking, like you say, and
Mhm.
paying attention and listening, and you start, you know,
Yeah.
to see
The
things.
reticulating
Yeah.
part of your head. Once you see
Reticulate.
something, you see
See me
them
when my
there.
brain squeezes out the last 2 drops of sanity?
Whatever it takes.
That's reticulating, you know.
Uh-huh. But yeah, no, it just like any kind of art, you have to learn to either see or hear or smell
Yeah.
or taste or whatever. There's
Mhm.
you got to learn your senses. It's a
And
lot
you-
of people don't.
Yeah, I
think
wish I
about
had
it.
another sourdough. I didn't know. He brought me 2 loaves,
Mm.
and there's no preservatives in that bread.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And I
We'll
gave
cut
one
it
to
in half. I'll share it with you.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, hey, that's
Sounds
a good.
perfect.
Duh.
That's,
Love
No,
sour.
but
You know when Rick
I
Crane
think I
came
read about
out?
that in the book.
You know when Rick Crane came out?
Cutting
it
it
was
in
the first
half?
time he ever had sourdough. He goes, "What
Really?
the fuck is this?"
Oh no, you go back east. Go into. I dare you. Go into a thing in like Philadelphia or somewhere, and ask what kind of toast you want. You ask for sourdough,
Oh,
and
they
this
get mad.
really happened. What is sourdough?
Huh.
Yeah.
But
It's
don't
like going
ask.
back
Don't
and asking
ask
for
for
a tri
offals.
test.
Don't ask for offals.
Really?
You know what offals is?
No.
You know, you're a butcher,
Oh yeah,
right?
Oh,
Offals is where they take.
testicles.
No,
it's the
Oh no, those are
it's the
Rocky
awful
Mountain
parts
roasts.
of the animal.
no, they take all the meat left, whatever
Oh,
part, whatever
man.
animals they mix. It's offals. It's called.
Uh,
It's just all the worst parts.
Yeah, it's
And ground up.
or organ meat. And,
Hmm
sinew.
Important safety tip. It's an acquired taste, and I don't want to acquire it.
Yeah.
So, wait, now I really, hey, bring me back to center, Matt.
Well, we're off center, Chuck.
I
Yeah.
know, but
You were talking about how you guys were glad in the interview. You're glad to see the youngsters.
Yeah.
oh yeah, we were
embracing it
talking
because,
about seeing, and yeah,
You know,
and,
in reality, it's like when you erase something from a history book, like you said, things move in cycles through history
Yeah.
and humanity. Art, music, war, tyranny, all that stuff is always recycled.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't honor the past, it's
Doomed to repeat
it's
it.
going to repeat it.
and I found out something really interesting that I really was ashamed that I didn't know. That about the Civil War.
Mm.
I might have told you last
Oh,
week.
yeah, I think you
That
did.
thing about the state of the. So
I don't think you said it on the show, but I think you told me.
okay, so allegedly, and you can tell me I'm wrong because I'm used to that. But
half of our listener base is on our podcast today. So
yeah, well there you go. So according to what I learned, and Fraser, who's a history nut, you know, knows it, confirmed it, that the first 8 states, it wasn't even about the emancipation thing. It was about a rigged election
Mm-hmm.
in the Civil. You know, that's
I
really
don't
what.
doubt that.
yeah.
What, so what it tells me is, see, here we are again.
Mm-hmm.
We, you know, and people
yeah.
say, oh, it wasn't this, it wasn't, well, it was interfered with. You could say that.
Yeah.
I don't think you can not
Well, that's
confirm that it was interfered with.
Yeah.
At the very least. And so here we are on the brink of the
Civil
nation
War.
is totally split in half again, you know?
Yep.
And, you know, it's, strange things are afoot in San Dimas, Ted.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like we just said, if you don't honor your past, you're going to repeat it.
No, and
It sounds like we are.
no, it is. That's what I'm
Yeah.
minorly concerned about.
Sorry, I was putting that in normal people terms.
Good, because people,
everybody
they
speaks
just
up.
look at me, you know, like the Stassi look, which is okay. I'm trying to get better at it, but I keep veering left and right and up and down in my conversations. But
Poor Stassi.
yeah. Well, he is caught up.
You might as well be.
60 heads. That's another thing that's funny about him. Every year he has 60. Not 57, not 62, 60.
Yeah, well, hey,
For the last 20 years.
better than 7.
Well, I got, 0, so.
Well, yeah, no, it was.
You've got
Saying
0
something else
capes
there.
in?
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a weird season.
It's,
Wow.
who punched you in the eye?
Some,
Pantera
some guy
and
in the pit.
Metallica. Oh, apparently somebody, broke their hand on my
Your
eye.
face.
Yeah. And apparently somebody broke their face on my fist, but whatever.
It
Yeah,
happens.
and
It's,
you
it's
wonder,
called a slam pit for a reason.
and you wonder why I wouldn't go with you.
What happens in the pit stays in the pit, right?
Well,
Yeah, it
I don't
used
know.
to be that way.
I don't know. I kind of took this with me, so.
Oh! That's what I was going to say, too.
What's that?
So, Wendy told me something about some sports guy who you guys may or may not know.
We're getting into specifics today.
Some guy joined a new team.
And he did a thing.
No, it's not that.
And he's from a place.
He is. He's from a place on some famous team of which I don't know what kind of sport. That's not the point. The point is he's a little bit older, and it must be soccer, I bet you. And so, why is
Sorry,
that funny?
go ahead. I don't know. Just go ahead.
Because you broke it again. Now I got to start at the beginning. So he joined the
Sports.
team and he wants to, bond like a team, right?
Yeah.
And no one will even look up from their phones.
Oh, yeah. I don't doubt it.
I go, now how are they going to be? That'd be like in my club, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're riding, but we're in a pack of 20, but everybody's got a different thing in their GPS or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So, and they're not following the road captain.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody has their own idea about shit, no matter what you're doing.
But I think that that could be an interesting thing in the teams. I go, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Even these athletes are like, look.
Yeah, that's surprising and not surprising at the same time. You'd think at that level of professionalism, they should be able to.
Because remember when you started and the phone was beeping and I said I was going to throw it in the glue or something? Because I was, and I didn't mean that in a meme. I just meant we got to, what I mean? And so now you've learned. I mean, you still do your phone. I get it, but you're not.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't run into. Yeah, you got to focus on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't blame you for that. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Mhm.
It's a new time.
It is. We're connected to this damn thing, and
Being present in the situation is becoming a lost art, and that's for sure.
oh shit,
You know, I'm sitting in 70,000 people Friday and Sunday night, and I'm watching 90% of the people not interacting with the people they're there with.
yeah.
Everybody's
Really?
got their fucking eyes in the phone.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm
They're
guilty of it.
recording
Oh, I recorded Metallica 1 for you to watch the entire
Oh, nice.
piece.
Really?
Dude, you are going to love this. But, other than that, but I'm watching the show. I'm not
Yeah.
eyes in the phone. People miss the moment,
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. It used to be people holding up lighters when they enjoyed something.
Oh, now
Yeah,
everybody
remember?
uses the
I
lighter. on their
remember.
phone. Yeah.
I had a
Oh,
lighter. I didn't even smoke
Well, yeah, same here.
cigarettes. But anyway, oh, you got that.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
no, it wasn't. Those were the days, dude.
Oh, I bet.
Oh my God. And then when you think about it, like the Who, they got only 10 grand for a concert.
Wow.
Can you imagine? That was when I was in a kid, teenager, that was the rate they got. 10 grand was a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
And now what do they get? A million, billion?
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, when you're seeing a crowd of 70,000 people, you know they're making over $1 million a night.
Well, I saw
multiple.
I saw almost
10 grand
70,000, but it was
to touch the fuel bill.
over 3 days.
Nah.
Oh,
Wouldn't even cover the
why'd you have to
electricity
bring
bill.
up that dirty freaking joke for? I got my gas bill
Uh-huh.
when he did. I used the less amount ever, $900 this month.
God damn.
$900
For a fucking gas bill?
Yeah, gas. So what do you think my electric's going to be with this heat wave?
Yeah, that's
I'm
Oh, dude,
thinking
my electric
$2,500
was almost $400 last month.
400. How do you get it only 400?
Well, I replaced the panel in the house too. And once the transaction's done and I own the house, I'm gonna look into getting solar.
Nah, don't do it. They changed the. No, I'm only saying that not because I'm anti-solar. I actually looked into doing it finally, and they this will shock you. They changed the rules so it's not to your benefit. Like you can't sell the energy, you know what I mean? And then
I don't care about selling the energy back. I just don't want to pay them for mine.
but there's other punishment with it. You'd have to ask the boss, but
Yeah.
not Mike, the other boss.
No,
Bill boss.
we knew which boss.
But well, it's so much easier when you're not in charge, though.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
guys, a lot of guys look at it all wrong. You know, you let them do what she does, and then I'm out here doing what I like to do.
Just tell me when I gotta be where I gotta be at.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a lot, you know, because guys like Monique Morvez says we can only think of 2 things at a time.
Yep.
And during COVID, she said that's one whole thing, and then he's watching football. That's 2. So don't talk to him while he's watching football because there's not room for 3 things in the brain, you know. And
watching a sport with a guy, and nobody else will get off their phone.
Right, something. But anyway. Well, this is all about hunting this trip, you know. But
before we go much further, and I forget completely, we had a question on one of our YouTube videos.
no way.
Yes. What was his name? I think it was Killing Time. That's his screen name on there.
Killing time. Okay.
He asked, "Whatever happened to JJ?"
Yeah, I saw
JJ is living in Idaho.
that. It's Idaho now? I thought
Idaho. No, he moved to Portland, but you know Portland. He got married. He has a kid.
Oh wow,
living
And
the dream life, man.
Well,
that's cool.
if you call, and he's, I think he has his own pest control business, so he's doing really well.
Nice. That's good to hear.
Yeah, and I think that his dad and mom may have moved too now. You know,
Nice.
I think they kept their compound around the corner, but because you know the grandkid thing.
Oh yeah.
So now he's doing really well.
Good. Yeah, see, so there you go. I hope you watch this. I hope.
Yeah,
you,
well,
or
this
at
is-
least
this
listen to
is-
one of them or something.
Believe it or not, this is a test.
I think I remember which one it is.
I think,
I'll go ahead.
I think it was last week's podcast.
Was it? Oh, I need the link. Can you text me the link?
the missing link.
I will shoot it to you again. Yes.
No, I need to text because you know me. I can't even figure out how to put. I wanted to make a loopy thing on my Instagram with more than one pictures.
Oh yeah.
And I had to do them one at a time. And I think I only ended up putting. I don't know how to do any of that shit, man.
I get lost with it.
And
Need to start paying Cody to come run your shit again.
No. Oh, the other Cody.
Yeah.
You know what? He's so successful that, you know, I understand.
No, for sure.
But Billy the kid called me, and he's back in school. And I asked him, could he get a techno, one of his, you know, geeky friends to and he said he would. So,
Good.
yeah. Now I'm way back from where I was going.
Oh hey.
Oh, Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And
But no, I sent it to you on Instagram this morning. I will send it.
oh, you did? I didn't look.
will
That's why you said again.
I will text it to you.
Oh, never mind. No. Well, let's make sure I got it. But,
Okay.
but
so let me
but-
explain this.
no.
I need him to translate from him, and I mean, I've been around him just as long, if not longer, and I still can't understand Chuckism.
But
so.
he does. But we got a guy.
He's my translator.
We got a guy, and I met on who came to watch the battle. He comes every year.
Yeah.
And he is in Buffalo, New York.
Ooh.
And somehow we made friends with him, and which he didn't know to run, and no, he did, I said, boy, because I look different in my combat gear, so a lot of guys don't realize they're in danger of the 10-foot rule.
Oh, dude.
Camouflaged in more
The
ways
point is, I told him this and that he wants. I got to send him the links and stuff, and then he is a. Oh God, sorry, Christopher, if I screw this up. You're either an engineer,
He drives a
an
train?
instructor. No, not that kind of engineer, or a physics
Oh,
or something.
he's a really smart guy.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Christopher. You couldn't tell
There's
a
probably,
look at him.
probably none of those things, but
No, it is something like that.
And he calls me Goldfish.
And
it comes with age.
so anyway, I told him I'd send him a link when I got back, which I didn't do. So I'm gonna do that today because I meant to ask you the
No,
other day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
I messaged you one on Instagram, but I will text you one as well. It's not.
Oh, it's on Instagram. You missed. Fuck. See. Okay.
And technically, I tagged you in it on Facebook as well. So
Yeah, but you know me and watching my shit,
Yeah.
But I had to pay attention.
part of the reason we don't have an audience is nobody shares our stuff when I post it. Even the people that are tagged in it. And
Oh, I
maybe,
got it.
Maybe in the show. Some guy that has a built-in audience that we're trying to grow.
That's
Hey,
begging.
we got to figure out how to get my audience to look at this.
That's begging me to post more stuff, right?
No, all you have to do is hit the share button. You don't even have to think.
No,
about it.
what I mean is, never mind. They want
Oh,
the
yes.
stuff,
No, they are asking for
right?
stuff.
I even got a handwritten letter that you
Uh-huh.
read last week from people from some, Sorry, guys, but I did write you back
Yep.
promptly.
See, they sent a self-addressed stamped envelope, so you didn't even have to remember their name.
That's right. One name was Ryan. I remember that, and I think the other guy's name was John.
Sounds good.
And I'm really working on it, guys. I never intended to be
Well,
quizzed this much in my life.
if anybody's been a fan of you, they'll know that you don't remember names for shit.
Okay.
So they should.
So, and I
if
promised
they
you,
get- if
now
they
I
get offended
remember,
by-
I
That's why
promised you
everybody
like
gets
a month
fucked
ago
up
that
nickname from him.
I'd start pushing the share thing, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh,
You
fuck.
did
Every
that
time.
one.
sorry,
You
man.
did that one
Every time you get anything, just hit that share button, Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
When
even have to post nothing
it
on it.
says Matt, mention me in a comment
Yeah.
Yes.
in my notifications.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Then
Click
I
on
Then
it
click
and
on
go
it.
hit share.
okay.
That's all
And
you
hit
gotta
share.
do.
Alright,
You don't even
alright.
have to type nothing in.
No, I get it, but I'm so bad.
I know, it's all good.
And
I'll
well, look
start
how
telling-
long it took me to remember Arthur's name.
I'll start telling Wendy that she needs to start sharing.
You know what? That would be good too.
Yeah.
No, it would be.
No, for sure. But
Oh,
See,
I
this
guess
is
the Kyle
why
went
he lets her
viral
do all
again.
the
Did you
bills.
see?
do what?
The Rocket Wiley went crazy again yesterday. Wendy showed me.
Oh no, I didn't see it yesterday.
No, and she said that the comments were like one dick. Oh, well,
You're fine. I said way worse things than Dick.
I don't know who it is, but they said imagine living your whole life and ending up on a rocket or something and like that. But then there was like 5,000 other
Yeah,
awesome comments.
there's always going to be a critic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So anyway,
All right.
I wouldn't
Hey,
even known that if it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
I'm make a commitment to, because Matt will tell you something. Once I commit to trying it, it takes me a couple of whoop-de-doos, but then I finally get it. I'm gonna commit to sharing now.
Sounds
And
good.
all right, because you gotta hit me in. You know what I mean. You gotta.
When we plug these things, it's not just for everybody else's benefit. It's to remind you to do it too.
Yeah, but see how.
But he
smart I am?
doesn't see the obvious point.
Yeah.
No, I'm so busy being lost in my. Well, when you have as many people in your head as I do,
Uh-huh.
it gets
I was
really.
gonna
I
say,
figured
I
one
was
of them
gonna
would
say
catch on.
he always is baffled at the insanity that is my brain.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, what happens is.
They say birds of a feather flock together.
Well,
And-
that's
it's
no,
not
and
very
then
much-
remember what happened is I got so sidetracked, I forget to listen to what Fraser said. I'm only supposed to listen to the pick one and only listen to that one.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm doing that, I'm
The
pretty
loudest
good.
one, right?
We're gonna have to just do what he also said and get you a tablet to keep in your pocket so you can write down the important things.
Right. But then, like I said, then when I say, what does this say? And Matt goes, it says,
Yeah, it'll look like your telephone notes.
that's like, exactly. Like you say,
74
what-
names written
what-
on top of each other.
what'd
Who
you
the
say?
hell are you trying to call?
And you say, how do you do? I said, I don't know. It's just,
Uh-huh.
it's magic. It just, I don't know what. Because Matt will look at my note thing and he'll go, what the, and
I'm not saying I'm organized, but holy shit.
no, I know. And then what baffles them is they go, oh, I got to call that one, so it makes, that's how scrambled it is up there,
Uh-huh.
dude. Sorry.
There's letters and shapes and the phone numbers and stuff.
It's like me. I don't. Back when I was tattooing, or even now, I don't really keep people's last names
Yeah.
on the contact. I always say what it is.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Like Joe Owl Tattoo or whatever.
No,
Yeah, you know
that's
what I mean?
if you look through my things, it's even worse. It's like
I can imagine.
the kid, that's Billy,
Uh-huh.
I don't want to tell you what Jeff Davis is under.
I can.
You know
just
what it's
imagine.
under? Jeff Davis.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I've got probably 20 fucking names from this guy. And he's got me listed as my real name.
Yeah,
What the
well,
fuck is going on?
Take it as a
That's why
compliment.
I am.
That's
That's
why
why
he never
I'm
answers
laughing.
because he doesn't know who's calling.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, and then I have to split up like a lot of the guys like Richard.
Yeah.
There's like Richard, and there's the sourdough Richard guy. So Richard sourdough guy is Richard sourdough guy,
Uh-huh.
or Papadopoulos. Sorry, Richard, but
Hey,
Anyway.
it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do to remember.
that's it. Oh man, this is a great
It
episode,
is.
man.
Well, we've been chugging along for 47 minutes now. I think we can probably wrap this deal up
Oh,
unless
man.
you guys got something else to talk about.
No.
do you remember the movie Leatherface?
I think so.
Yeah, sat right next to that guy.
Really?
Yeah, him and a UFC fighter. It's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, I met him before.
Mm.
Got a picture of him and my son, but he walked up trying to test me. He's all, "You're in my seat." I'm like, "No, I'm not, bro." He's all, "You're in my seat." I stood up and the dude's like bigger than Matt.
Really?
Got right in
well,
his face, bro.
even if you weren't in his seat, you would move.
No, I did not move. I stood my ground. And then he laughed and goes, "All right, cool." Chilling out with him the whole night. He even
Oh!
got my number and shit.
I have to have you do my Instagram thing again. Somebody messaged me and I can't find it again. Apparently, there's another guy in my boat that's one of our listeners or something. Random. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And he goes,
That's
I didn't know
such
you
a
were. I
small
just
world.
I just found out you were
growing by leaps and bounds.
It's like being at the show Friday night. I'm sitting there and, I'm thirsty. So I walk up to somebody that's real close to the bar and I'm like, "Hey, bro, I'll buy your drinks if you let me sit next to you." He goes, "Yeah, sure." Dude ended up being a drummer from Oxnard Shores. I mean, come on, really?
No, you missed
70,000 people
Did-
and I run into somebody that lives 3 blocks from me.
Did you watch the podcast last week?
Haven't had a chance yet, no.
Okay,
The World War
because-
II one? No.
Because there's a weird thing in there about that. Because I met the lady in Ohio,
Yeah.
who got involved with helping the veterans that are still alive,
Yeah.
from the Camarillo Air Show,
Wow, dude.
and then she moved to Montana, and then we're sitting at the table, and I'll just try to keep it fast. The point of the story is she goes, "Where are you from?" "Ohio and Santa Barbara." "What?" And it's
The UFC guy, he goes, "Where are you guys from?" I go, "Oxnard." He goes, "Oh, I know exactly where you're at." But I mean, Oxnard's big for boxing and fighting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, wow, another great episode.
Absolutely.
big time.
All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for listening. Listen to us spout our bullshit again. Be sure to check us out everywhere you can catch podcasts at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Check us out on social media at Butcher Shop Taxidermy everywhere.
Yeah,
And,
I'm trying to post a little more. I got some,
He's
doing my best.
Ojai _Valley _ taxidermy.
And
then
Jeff
you got
is at-
Duck
Vader,
underscore
yeah.
Vader. Duck Vader on Instagram.
That's where you
And
send all your complaints.
That's right. All your complaints, comments,
Just
anything
don't hit
negative.
the Jeff Davis from Port Hueneme on Facebook, because I won't respond on that one, because I don't respond to complaints.
Anyway, I'm Chuck Testa.
And you're not. Have a good one.
And
Goldfish.